Alright, what is up? Today is November 17th, currently 1:49 p.m. and we're going to go over the trades I made today. So in my Tradenet account, I'm finishing down 265, which is pretty disappointing. And in my paper account, let's see, I'll drag it over. You can see P&L here, finishing up 718. So I will go over both the trades I made in both accounts, but we're going to start with the Tradenet account. Now I'm kind of disappointed because I was up decent, but in my last trade I lost like $300 or more, maybe it's 400, I don't know, but I'm going to try to do math here while I go over it. So the first trade I made was on MIRM, got in at 7, well, that ain't even today. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to show you what I was looking at coming into the morning. So, coming into the morning, this was yesterday, and this is the close, this is pre-market. So I had this wedge drawn like a large, pretty much the whole afternoon yesterday, kind of into a wedge, and even pre-market traded in the wedge. And then when it opened up, it dropped through the wedge all the way down to 1660, and then popped back up. And I jumped in with 500 shares at 1712. So right here. So that's a pretty good entry. 500 shares at 1712. I sold. I guess I didn't. I guess I sold all 500. Okay, well, I had an order to sell 200 at 18, and I canceled it like an idiot. So if I would have filled that order, I probably wouldn't have finished in the red on this first trade. But whatever. I tried to. I was waiting for a break of 18. I was hoping it was just going to shoot up to 20, and I was hoping to make $500 or $600 on this trade, but it didn't work out. Came back down, got out at 1689, and I gave it a while. I mean, let's see. This trade was executed at 38. Well, maybe I didn't give it that long. And if I'd have waited just like 30 more seconds, I would have been back up here in the green. But it is what it is. So, let's see, 500 shares at 17. Let's just round up to 1713. That's about an $8,500 position. Oh. Okay, 1713 to 16.80. Let's just round up to 90. That's a 1.3% loss, not major. It was a $111 loss. Okay. So REGI was the next one I got in, and the reason I am so upset about this trade is because I didn't even think about trading it in this account at the open. I was trading it in my paper account, and I made $463 on 200 shares. So 28.44 times 200 shares. There's a $5,600 position. I could have doubled. I could have went with 400 shares in this account and made basically $900 on the same trade I made in this account here. But we'll go over the trade I made here in a minute. Right now, we're going to go over the ones I made in this account, which is, I got a funny story with this one, but we'll go over it as we go through this. So at 916, so I didn't even trade this part in this account. I traded this little U shape here. Whoops. So 946 right here. So I seen the volume. The volume was like here, and it kept moving up, moving up, moving up. I was like, all right, volume's moving in. I'm gonna hop in. 400 shares. So I even went bigger than this. I did buy 400 shares in this account. So 400 shares at $25.94. So just before 26. So basically where I've already got this line drawn. And it kind of consolidated here. Took off 200 at 26.50. I was like right here. I was hoping to get a little more. Took off 200 at 26.28. Let's see, is it okay? 49. That was this candle, and then I sold the remaining. Nope. Okay, so that was it. I got out. Boom. Then I thought I was going short on MIRM, but for some reason or somehow I got 100 shares short on REGI at 25.57. It's funny because I actually made money. 25.57, and it dropped. Now what's hilarious is I had this chart pulled up and I thought I was going short like right let's see, where was I? It was like right in here. I don't know. I think I was just trying to go short right in here, and the stock was moving up right here. I mean, it wasn't going fast, but it was moving up. I was short, and my P&L was going up. So I'm like, wait a minute. If this is going up, and I'm in a short position, my P&L should be going down. And then that's when I realized that the ticker didn't match up. I was like, oh snap! So I had to click over, get on the right ticker. Whoops. Yeah, that's right. And I just closed it out. I didn't even look to see where it was, to see if I should stay in the position. I just closed it out. So 25.11. Let's see how good I actually did. Yeah, not bad. So short here, 100 shares, covered here. I think it was like a $41 winner or something like that. It's like $40, 41, 42. Now ADMS. This is the one that really messed me up. Actually, let's do the math real quick on REGI to see how much I made there. So I was down 111 on the MIRM trade. Got in at 25.94, basically 95. We'll round up. Got out at 26.50 on the first trade. That's 2%. 0.02. Okay, so it was $108 on the first portion. 108. Let's see, 26, 28. Wow. 0.0127%. 65 plus 108 plus 42, 205. So I wasn't even up that much. I was up $100 on the day. After this, all of this, I was up $100, so that's not bad. Then ADMS. This I should have never tried to trade it. So as you can see, it gapped down pretty hard. So it got halted during pre-market, and then when it opened up from the halt, finally at 9:50, it opens. 576, spikes up to 630 really fast, and then shoots straight back down and gets halted again. So 950 halted. Now I wish I'd have got short during this, because then it gapped down hard. So it opens up 15 minutes later, and I decided to just go short 1,000 shares at 396. So it's almost a $4,000 position short, and I stopped out at 437. This candle here. So I think, what time was that? 10:08. Well, yeah, it's in between these two candles here, but I mean, I got filled at 37, so no, 33. So still, whatever. And that, if I was up basically $100. $365 loss. So yeah, pretty hefty there. But anyways, that was it. I really wished MIRM would have worked out. I should have covered when I had the, I was up in profits, but I was really expecting more of a move. especially after the volume and volatility we had yesterday. So I mean, you could see yesterday, the low was 816, then the next day's high was 22. I mean, after all of that, and this consolidation holding its gains, which it's still holding, just very little volume. Let's see how much volume's on the day here. See, look at this massive candle, and look at this tiny little candle. So today it's traded 670,000 shares. Yesterday it traded 8.4 million shares. Ugh, it's annoying. And then I really, I should have been trading REGI in this account instead of trying to trade mine. Because in my paper account, I tried to get in like right here, and it wasn't filling me yet. So canceled the order. But I think it did fill the order. Okay. So I'm done going over the Tradenet account. I'm going to pull this over. Minimize that, make this smaller so it'll fit the screen. That way y'all can see all my orders and executions. So I know it says 100,000 up here, but I mean, if you don't put in a trade, boom, rejected, boom, changes to 23. So that's why, after you close it and reopen it, that's just how it works. So go over the trades here. So the first one is REGI. And you know what? I'm just going to REGI. And I didn't like overtrade it, so I'll pull this up. I can't stand it when I have that, and it is just way overtraded. So got in with 200 shares at 25.51. So it was delayed filling the order, but it did fill where I first clicked it. So it's kind of strange. I did not know it would do that. Let's get that line there first. 51. So we'll just put it there at 52. Ugh, that's so hideous. Alright, so jumped in with 200 shares here. I honestly did not expect anything to come out of this trade. I was just jumping in because it was moving up. Let's go look at the daily chart real quick. Maybe I've seen something there. Okay, so this is what I've seen. It had resistance here at 24.43, and it had already broken, or is already above it. So, it started below it, but then broke through this line. So when I had already seen that, I just got in with 200 shares. I got in with 200 shares just to see what it would do. I mean, with this account, I could afford almost 2,000 shares. Not quite, like 1,800 shares. But I got in with 200. And as it was moving up, I was selling, sold 100 at 27.87. 27.80. Well. Oh, and this morning I didn't get a live video. This is like the third time in 2 weeks, which is really upsetting because I thought I did pretty decent today, especially in this account. So, anyways, let's finish going over this one. So I noticed it getting weak, so I sold 50 at 27.73 and 50 at 27.84 right here in this move. And I'm pretty sure, let's see. Oh yeah, they were all market orders, so that's good. So anyways, this morning, when I first turned my computer on, everything seemed normal. I clicked on my, my Tradenet account to open up, and my mouse quit working. It just froze. So I flip over the mouse, I see the red light, and it's still shining, but it wouldn't work. So I reset my computer. Comes back on, mouse is dead. I'm like, what the heck? What the hell's going on with my mouse? So I turned the computer off and waited like 30 seconds, turn it back on, mouse is working, no internet. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Finally got the internet working. Got it all booted up. And then I decided I was going to play with OBS and try to get the audio from, because I pay for a member service through Sean Deckmar, and he does commentary throughout the day. So he's always talking. So I was trying to get the mic on my computer to work to where if I talk, it is just a little louder than him so you can actually hear what I'm saying. But when I'm not talking, you can still hear him very clearly. So I was playing with that, and I recorded like 2 little clips, like 10-15 minutes before the market opened. And I was like, oh, I got it all set up right. So I'm sitting here all day just, well, talking. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this. And then when I was done trading, I opened OBS and it said start recording. I'm like, are you kidding me? So sorry, no live trading video today. But anyways, that's my little spiel about forgetting to record yet another live video. So next trade is NK. Wasn't even on the watch list. Somebody caught it out in chat. Or Deck might have caught it out. I honestly have no clue. Not a big winner. Are you kidding me? And I really wished I would have stuck around and traded longer. But I mean, this is literally right at the end of my day. I quit trading at like 10:30, 10:45 max. So. And let's see, sold off a little bit, very low volume, then started coming up. I just, I didn't know about it through this area. Somebody might have been talking about it in chat, but I didn't, I don't pay attention to chat very close, more so listen for Deck. If somebody calls something out in chat and it looks good, Deck will usually pull up the chart, mention it, and we'll go from there. So, market ordered in, says I got filled at the very bottom. Wow. Of course, I might have clicked it on this button and it just kind of switched, that last second or whatnot. Let's look, see when it got filled. 10:28:30. Oh well. Oops. So 10:28. Yep. 30. I guess it came down to that mark. Anyways, 2,000 shares, 357. Sold 1,000 at 364. And then I sold the other 1,000 at 375. Thought 375 might be the top because it usually, for some reason, 75-cent marks are usually good resistance. But it did come up and tap 80. And then it made this U shape, kind of went on this trend line and just kept moving on up. Went all the way up to 489. Made a really good move. I'm not sure that I would have gotten back in. I might have, after this little consolidation period right here, kind of got in this little triangle. I might have got in here for the move up to 4. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'm finishing my day up in this account up 718. Down 260 in my other account, which is a bummer because now my buying power is 13,611. And once it gets to 13,300, it's locked and I'm done. Can't trade it anymore. Can't add money to it. You're just done. So bummer there. But I'm trying to find stocks that I can trade in it. And speaking of which, I found out today how I can find out if a stock is tradable or not before I just try to trade it. So, for example, MIRM. We know it's tradable. MIRM. Type it into the Trade Manager box and hit Enter. Is tradable? Yes. Now, let's see. CEI. Boom. No. See, stocks like CEI are not tradable. That's not on my list today. I had it on there yesterday. So, CEI. Oops. So, it didn't do anything today. Yesterday, pre-market was nice. It had this little run up, but still, either way, I know now. And this morning I had this whole thing filled up with stocks that we'd caught out in chat and stuff, so I knew what I could and couldn't trade. I knew I could trade all these. I was ready for them. And then I knew there was only 3 stocks out of our whole watch list this morning that I couldn't trade. And throughout the day I will, this was full this morning too, but I will go and eliminate as we go. If like 3 of the stocks, you know, the first 10 minutes only trade like 1,000 or 8,000 shares, I'll get rid of them. If they pop later, we'll see it on the high day momentum scanner. But and then if there's stocks that just completely sold off or just, you know, went nasty, I'll take them off my list. But that's it so far. I'll pull over the trader view stats so we can go over that. Kind of fill the screen here so the video looks better. Bam. Alright, so total profits. And this is only the paper account. I haven't included or excluded any trading from my Tradenet account because I'm just going to keep that separate. Wow. So sorry. We ate KFC for lunch and I'm just about to pass out. So, total profits in my paper account, we are up $18,285. Let's see if that is matching up with what I've got here. So, I started with 5,000. Yep, 23,284. See, it's always off by like $1. It doesn't make sense. So that's why every now and then I will clear out, you know, clear this out. And that's why the total profits only says 2,300. That's like 2 or 3 days worth. So I'll clear it out. I'll even it up, make it, you know, perfect. Little OCD. But anyways, total profits on my paper account, we're up $18,285. My win percentage is still in, you know, 55%. Started out at 49%. I did get up to almost 60%, but I guess this is just, you know, that's just where I trade. 55% win rate. But my winners are much bigger than my losers because I cut my losses quickly. Go over to calendar. Get my trusty little calculator out. Oh, nope. We figured out we didn't have to do that. Oh, come on now. That's for the year. December. We're up $8,900. Ooh. $8,926 in December. I didn't even know how I was doing compared to November. This is really exciting. So I thought I did crazy good last month. And I am right on its tail. Oh my goodness. I'm excited now. That's awesome. Just do the math and see what the difference is. See how far I've got to go. Let's see, minus 89.26. $462 away from matching last month's profits. Now this was insane because the account size was much smaller. So at the beginning of November, my account was, well, technically less than $5,000 because I came into November in the negative. But I was basically $5,000 account with 2 times buying power, so that's $10,000 I could trade with. And now my buying power is like 46,500. So yeah, that's awesome. And we still have all of this week. 3.5 days next week and 3.5 days the week after that. So we can go back and look at the month though. So my first day of the month was awesome, $2,000. My second day was the worst day I've had so far. Completely over trading, anger trading, getting into trades that I had no sense getting into, going in very large. Just an absolutely terrible day. Little bounce back. Tiny little bounce back, and then this day basically offset this day. Then the next Monday, I remember that it was very nice, and then this day was extremely nice. Let's see what I get. It was ITRM. Yep, $3,800. Whoops. Yeah. So, and then I had this little red day last Thursday. But it seems that my average per day, let's see, I'd say around $1,200 to $1,500, maybe a little less. I mean, I'm just looking at the green days. I'm not really taking into account the negative days, because you know, if I'm going to have a green day, my average is about $1,200. Yep. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you today. Don't really know if there's anything else I need to go over. My profit chart is going up nice. I can't wait for this to be real money. I need someone to just fund me so I can trade with this account, with my TD Ameritrade. I know how to use this platform so well that if I had the funds to trade just in this and not have to trade in some random offshore crappy trading platform, I know I can make money. But it is what it is. We'll be back at it tomorrow to try to make some more money. Thanks for watching.